In my last lesson, I gave you the anadiploses. In this lesson, I'm giving you the anaphora. And a great example of anaphora is go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, go back to South Carolina, go back to Georgia, go back to Louisiana, go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities, knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Hi, I'm Edwin Palmer, and welcome to my Figures of Speech series. In this 7th lesson, I want us to learn everything we need to know about anaphora, so that by the end of the lesson, you can name, describe, and produce your own anaphora. So, what is anaphora? Anaphora is the repetition of a word or words at the beginning of successive phrases, clauses, or lines to create a sonic effect. For example, the following 3 sentences all start with the word after. After the torchlight red on sweaty faces, after the frosty silence in the gardens, after the agony in stony places. We often use it in political speeches and occasionally in prose and poetry. In the next example, we see the repetition of one word at the beginning of each sentence. Mad world, mad kings, mad composition. Yes, William Shakespeare repeated the word mad in that example. In the next example from Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous speech, we see the repetition of words at the beginning of successive sentences. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, that in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the moment, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at a table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. Moreover, other than the function of emphasizing ideas, the use of anaphora as a rhetorical device adds rhythm to a word, as well as making it more pleasurable to read, and making it easier to remember. For example, in time the savage bull sustains the yoke. In time all haggard hawks will stoop to lure. In time small wedges cleave the hardest oak. In time the flint is pierced with softest shower. What effect does anaphora have? Anaphora serves the purpose of delivering an artistic effect to a passage. We also use it to appeal to the emotions of the audience in order to persuade, inspire, motivate, and encourage them. As an example, let's take a look at this one. This blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this England, this nurse, this teeming womb of royal kings, this land of such dear souls, this dear, dear land. Here, Shakespeare's repetition of the word this creates an emotional effect on the readers, particularly those who are English. Further, it highlights the significance of England. Does anaphora express correct or incorrect language? Anaphora expresses correct language, so you can use it as much as you'd like. As I said before, it's a great tool to use when writing political speeches, prose, poetry, and songs. Let's practice. In a couple of seconds, I want you to pause the video so you can read the sentences I'm about to show you. I want you to tell me which sentences contain anadiploses and which sentences contain anaphora. Here are the answers. You find anadiploses in sentence number 2 and sentence number 3. You find anaphora in sentence number 1 and sentence number 4. All this useful information came from these websites. I've left these links below this video. And we're moving on. How do we write anaphora? This is how I write anaphora. First, I choose a phrase or word I want to repeat at the beginning of my sentences. Let's use "This summer is so hot." Then I write coherent sentences which follow the rules of anaphora. This is what I wrote. This summer is so hot, little sleep I get. This summer is so hot, much work is left undone. This summer is so hot, trees and bushes beg for water. This summer is so hot, its nights have magic all around. So that's how I do it. Now, if you love writing and want to practice your writing skills, I want you to challenge yourself by writing your own anaphora below this video. I can't wait to read it. You can do it. Should you have any questions about anaphora, you can leave them in the comment section below. Unless you have any questions, by now I'm sure you're able to name, describe, and write your own anaphora. If you want YouTube to notify you that I've uploaded a new lesson in this series, you can subscribe to my channel. And you subscribe to my channel by clicking on the icon of my head as soon as it pops up on the screen. And if you want to watch this entire series from the start, you can do that by clicking on that link as soon as it appears on the screen. I'll be back next Friday with a new episode in my series on intellectual giftedness and things related to it. Until then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye for now.